Before I continue this video, I want to give a trigger warning. Things I'm going to talk about were consent violations done to me by someone in my community. I'm sharing this with everyone here because I want to make sure that we are aware that it can happen to anyone. And if I don't voice my opinion, I feel like people won't realize how often it can happen to anyone. So, a couple times in the community, I've had other people come up and touch me, considering that it's okay, because I must like it, because someone is showing me attention. This is not true. I have had to tell a few people over the years to not touch me without my consent. However, there was one person who took it to the next level, who didn't take no for an answer. They thought their experience meant more than what I wanted and what I was willing to consent for. I remember one time they told me I had to kiss them as I was leaving, and I made sure to very sternly say that was not something that was going to happen. I thought that would have been the end of it. The next time I hugged this person hello, and mind you, I thought that they were a good person. I thought they were a friend to me, and I was trying to be very nice to them because that's just who I am. I don't try to rock boats. Next time I gave them a hug, they grabbed my ass. I politely asked them not to do that. They thought it was a joke. Then, one night, when I decided to try out being submissive for the evening, this same person came up when I believe my legs were tied and grabbed my ass. This was the end for me. I turned around and said to them point blank that I didn't appreciate it, didn't want it, and would prefer they never do that again. They told me to stop taking it so serious. Everyone goes through it. She'd been through it, so I should have to go through it. We can't allow that. Now, here's something that no one ever, if you're watching this into the video, I think some of you who've been through it might know exactly what I'm about to say and how it feels. This was a person who called themselves a community leader, put events together, and I felt like if I made it a bigger deal, if I told my story out loud to everybody, if I called this person out, it would cause nothing but problems. I didn't want problems. I was in a good place in my life. I'd been in a bad place for a very long time. I just didn't want the drama. And I didn't think I'd be taken seriously. And I bet you that happens to a lot of people whose consent is violated. Now, granted, this was just someone touching me in a way I didn't want to be touched. But just imagine, if I hadn't said anything, how far that might have gone. Imagine how far it has gone for other people. We have to learn that we shouldn't touch anyone without permission. Remember I said in another video, did I ask permission? That person never did. Just made assumptions. Assumptions that really upset me. Literally got me into fight with friends because I didn't want to say anything. Not because I was afraid of having a voice, but I was afraid how that voice would be used against me and it would be manipulated to make people dislike me. Because again, this was a community leader. I'll never forget how that feels. So when anyone tells me their story, I'm always going to listen a little harder because I know how it feels to be on the other side of it. And again, I'm sure for some of you watching it, you'd never think someone like me would be having this conversation. Consent violations happens to us all.